hear me? Can you guys hear me? I've done a lot of changes today, and I hope I didn't mess it up. But hello, Finn Godwolf, Edson Juice, John C., Scuba Steve, Ron Shep, Sons of Wayne, Susan Atai, Mario, Ken Zarish, Mike Manning, John Sheffield, Ellis Fire, Rodney Pope, Poison Sumac, Like of Thor, Jamie Thaxton, longest name on YouTube, Cat Swift, Big Ink Studios, Edson Juice, Love for Tink, Riot Demons, Usud Riot, Throwback a bottle of beer, Mike Dunez, Mike, Tom Everard, Ron Sheps, Mimi, hello everyone, John Carpenter, Pops on the Tube, Head Static, there we go. Okay, I think hello Crips, good to see you on. No Horde right now, but what do you do? So right now I sort of need a couple things, and yeah, right there's good. All right. We're live.
Okay.
It's looking on me in the corner.
So we're supposed to look?
Right now, to restore the chat, I have already covered hello to everyone. And
Did you turn off the fan?
I turned off the heater because it was a little warm in here.
It's so warm in here.
And yeah, so I have a couple fun things. Of course, we have the table cam, and then we have a GoPro. The GoPro is new and a little sketchy. I don't think it's quite as awesome as the other cameras, but it's a good full room when we need it. Also have a fist bump that I can give to folks, and hopefully when I do that, okay, echo, I gotta fix the GoPro. I can do that when we are. I need to go to GoPro.
Skaven mask. There you are. Echo on.
Okay, that should have fixed the echo on the GoPro. Once again, guys, remember that I am a monster maker, not a smart person. But I think I fixed it. And now I'm going to go to tripod cam, which is closer than the GoPro. And now the controls go to the wife. I want to test the button here too.
What are you doing?
Don't think that one does anything, but it should have.
Echo is still in the GoPro.
Hello, GoPro. It's actually the Yeti microphone, so it should be echoing. It's only the Yeti.
Echo on now. Show
Okay.
Anybody else?
People had a lag, and they didn't know it was fixed. So that's what that is. Okay. Table cam. Let's go to tripod. Great. Okay. Yeah, I'm still very much learning. We're just going to do these guys here for now. All right. And now comments is all wife because I cannot see them. So this is the Skaven mask that we did yesterday. I painted this guy yesterday, and today I'm pretty much gonna flock him and then do some myrrh to him. Wife, would you switch to the table cam? Because I'm about to mix up some tacky glue. There's a cat. That's how it goes. Welcome to Cat Town, too.
for watching.
I'm just getting set.
Here you go, guys. You can see a cat. Can you see him in the chair?
See my table cam set up on the table.
The cat. There she goes.
Look what just happened.
Uh-oh.
You stressed the wire.
Is that what I did?
Yes.
So we made a green van.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rodney Pope. Mike Dinez, the supervisor, is still there.
What I will do in the future, I'll set you up a camera so you have a little camera that you can put on pets whenever you want.
Pet cam.
And we'll call it the pet cam.
Pet cam.
I even have a camera for it.
Really?
I do.
Kat says, Shannon, since he added camera operator to your job list, will you get a raise? I should. It's
I told her that I could do the camera operating.
It's a master control. I actually used to do this job. Scott Creighton says, you haven't been on lately. Did you get the t-shirts I sent for you and Alan? Scott Creighton. Yes.
Scott Creighton, you haven't been on lately.
You wore.
I have been wearing the t-shirt you sent me in videos, sir. Sir, and I do say sir. Grab a drink.
Yeah, Scott, we did. I love them. Alan has worn them on a couple of the live feeds. They're already spattered.
Which I have. Okay. So yeah, I add a little bit of water to this glue because it's a little thicker than it needed to be because it gets cold in here. It's a Chapo. These bottles are too big to zombie snail.
I'm amazed at how warm that heater gets it in here.
That's good.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm mixing up a glue color, basically, is what I'm doing. And I'm going to,
Everyone's excited about Pet Cam, by the way.
as they should be, I'm going to do him in black. So I will just mix white and black in, I'm going to do him in gray. I'm going to mix black and white into the glue to make it a color.
Hey, Plastic Ninja. Good to see you again.
Plastic Ninja, it's been too long. Wipe with us on table camera. Do you remember which button is the fist bump button?
I do. It's marked fist bump.
Well, hit that button because we're going to give a fist bump to Plastic Ninja. It's been a while.
I beast fist bump or fist bump?
We'll just hit one of them. If it doesn't work, you hit the other one. Yeah, there you go. And that also sends a fist bump message into chat.
Sure does.
That is what I spent entirely too long today learning how to do.
No, that's cool. There you go, Plastic Ninja. You got a Beast Man fist bump.
Yeah, you can't get a King Ghidorah fist bump. You would
Okay.
appreciate that
Boy,
more.
that didn't take long.
But his fist wouldn't fit on the screen. See, there's some downsides
Queer Pass just gave you a fist bump.
to being a kaiju.
Plastic Ninja says, well, thank you. That's very fancy.
This was like the first time that I advertised the channel today. I made a post on Haunter's Hangout. I made a post on the Stilpies Live group, which oddly had 300 more members than this channel had subscribers. And then I also hit Latex Match Central since I'm doing something that is pertinent to their interests.
So, let's see. Cat Smith says, so chat isn't on a lag. Is it ahead of the video?
What was the question?
Chat isn't on a lag. Is it ahead of the video?
The only way for us to test that is I'm going to say the word popcorn. And as soon as you guys hear the word popcorn, you type it in. And if you type it as soon as you heard the word popcorn, then you will be able to tell if your chat is lagging. And people with different interwebs are at different chat rates.
Popcorn.
Who was that?
Michael Lassiter.
Michael Lassiter has the good internets today.
Okay, guys.
but you can see how much further someone else heard it than you. See?
Plastic Ninja says that's okay since Skeeter doesn't have hands.
Yeah, he doesn't. You would get like a wing stump bump.
Finn says, when you're not in the shop and not using the heater, do the cold temperatures affect your casting latex, or does it not get that cold there?
It can. If I know it's going to get cold enough for that. If it's going to get below 35, I have a small space heater that I leave on in here, and it's about 8 feet away from the latex, but that will keep it safe through the night. And I don't mind that. It's too dark. Because remember, like all paint stuff kind of dries darker than normal, and that's a gray, but it's going to go a little darker than that.
Did you order the Werewolf TV series DVD set off the website I sent you in Messenger? Joe Reese.
I haven't yet because I haven't done any buying, but I will eventually. I know that there's not that many left. Maybe there's possibly none left, but I want it.
Kat says, we saw it when you did the fist bump. The link showed up a second or two before the picture. Huh.
Interesting. Oh, I may actually have that on a bit of a delay. I'm still learning how to do this, guys.
But you're doing great.
And I'm not smart.
This is just not your thing.
Yeah, being smart.
You have to be the one to put this together, and look at you. You're learning something different. It's not the sexy work, but it makes for awesome video, and then people are going to be able to see better and hear better, and we have a little fun here. Plastic just says, if I get another stimulus check, I'm going to pick up one of them Krampus dolls. They're really neat. The build your own plastic.
They are kind of fun.
Our build your own Krampus dolls are a lot of fun.
Would you go to a tripod for me there, love?
Riot Demon says you're doing fine. Kat says you're doing an outstanding job. Ron says you're doing great. And I agree with all of these.
Well, you have to. You're my wife.
No, I don't.
You don't have to agree.
I don't have to agree. I'll tell you straight out. But I do think that you're doing a really good job with this, because it's new territory, and you think about it. You look something up on the internet, you study it on YouTube, you order it, it arrives, and then you try to put it together, and you're basically teaching yourself. And that can be challenging.
Okay. See, now I can put the tripod where I wanted to, but there were dogs.
You also have a cat behind you.
I know. Okay. So before I put any of this on, why don't you switch to GoPro, because I'm just going to be on the other side of the room real quick, grabbing the... Boy, shop needs to clean, kids.
1980 says, had a live open phone and a tablet with a few seconds slow ordering the videos.
Yeah, a lot of times it's down to your devices. I mean, I'm putting out at a constant speed, so lag happens in between you and I.
Guys, we know there's an echo on GoPro.
Is there an echo still?
There's an echo on GoPro.
I wonder why that is.
You got the... Okay, let's see if we can figure it out. Test.
Yeah. So right now we're on GoPro.
Okay. Yeah, hang on, Scott Corner. We know we're working on audio here. Test. Test.
Okay. So let me know after the word watermelon. I'm saying the word watermelon. Is that an
Do I have an echo? Still an echo. Still an echo.
I know, we have to, now they have to tell us the word watermelons, I don't know how far behind they are. They say, echo after watermelon.
Watermelon echo.
Okay. Just get it off GoPro. Then. Okay. It is the only microphone that we're using is the Yeti, so very interesting that it has an echo.
Yep, echo gone.
What?
Echo is gone.
Oh, because we changed cameras.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not news.
It is news. Right now I'm reading all this feedback, and yes, the video's been patchy. Guys, the GoPro is not a smooth camera right now. It's not a smooth feed, and it has got the echo. So that is something we're going to work on. Thanks for all for your feedback. We're just going to bypass it for right now,
Yeah, we just won't use the GoPro.
and we will stick with because despite learning all this new stuff and setting it up and testing it, he still has to finish this mask.
Yeah. I really can't test it either too much until I'm live. That's when I find out quite a bit.
So maybe like the first 15, 20 minutes, we're doing a little check and check, which is what we're doing. And then you're back to work. Hey, Paul Bennett. Hey, Larry Hughes.
Want to switch to table cam?
Okay. It's time for flocking.
Now it's time to flock. What?
Tom Everard says, I have no problem with you guys working out the bugs. The greatest thing is that you guys do this for the community.
Well, I like making monsters, and sharing making monsters turns out to be a lot of fun too.
They are asking about the Anubis back there. If you could show that. Can you go to tripod cam?
Go to tripod cam. No, if I wanted to sit down right now, I can't, because there is a cat in my chair. And this is Anubis. This one was sculpted by the very talented Ian Olderink, who was my makeup director at Dark Hour Haunted House up until last September. Wait, September before last, because of what
And
time
then he
of
went
year
to
it is.
work at Biddy Mold Supply.
And then he went to work at Biddy Mold Supply.
Okay, yeah, Paul wanted to see that.
There you go, Paul.
There you go. Everyone's excited about flocking. Flocking time. Gonna go to table cam.
Yeah. You guys are out of your flocking minds.
Pops on the tubes. The duck is looking awesome.
Yeah, good looking duck, isn't it?
Excited to say what gets done tonight.
Yeah, well, we're gonna flock him, and then I'm gonna break him out and do some. And what I'm doing right now is I've mixed some black in with that gray, because the gray is a little light. I'm just darkening it up by mixing fibers.
Plastic Ninja says, I bet you can make a cool werewolf with that Anubis.
Ears are pretty sticky uppy. Like those have like jackal ears all over it.
Hey, Almatra. Queer Pass says, I'm using the electrostatic Grassmaster to flock on the monorail.
Cool.
Riot Demon, I was talking to Paul.
Those are pretty well blended now. Now I've got a little bit darker gray. this out the way. You go to tripod cam there, wife.
Plastic Ninja says it would definitely be an atypical werewolf, but I think that would be interesting.
Often things that are interesting don't sell very well.
But he's going to be part of a new order. So.
Yeah. He's gonna have a life. He's gonna go and do Egyptian things.
Ride Demon says, what do the different size grids do?
They make it easier or harder to shake out the fibers. And too big of a grid, clumps of fiber can come out. Too small of a grid, and it's real hard to get them out. So that is the balance that we have to strike once we begin to flock.
I hear a cat on the roof. People like things they know. Hard to sell over the line stuff. This is true, Ron.
It is. And you have to, I've said it before, you have to take that one step over the line, and that's innovation. 2 or 3 steps over the line, you're in crazy town, and nobody wants to touch it. I really want to drink this, but it's glue.
You would put the kibosh on our evening if you did that.
Nah, a little mouth rinse, I'd be good to go.
Yeah. Now it's time to yak.
To flock, baby, flock.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I can do, if you would like, I'm going to move the tripod camera.
Hot Design says, thanks for the advice on making sweat stains. Looks great.
Oh, awesome. Glad to hear it.
Oh.
Well, I was moving the chair very carefully to not disturb her, but didn't happen. So now tripod cam is over here. Table cam I can tilt up a little bit. It'll be over here. Would you put it on table cam for a second? Okay, great. Okay. First thing I'll do, I'm going to do the backs of these ears. A little bit. Around the ear, right there.
Can you say again what brand of camera that is?
Okay, what you're looking at right now is a Logitech HD 1080p 920. It is Logitech's best streaming camera aside from the Brio. I'm hoping that you guys get a good shot of this.
Good shot.
That amazes me every freaking time.
Me too. Hello, Seth Ashley. Seth Ashley, you gotta get a fist bump.
Why did he get a fist bump?
Because he said hello, he's new.
Oh, hello, Seth. You got a Beastman fist bump. That's better than a regular fist bump.
And because it's fun.
Yeah, Beastman. You like it? Have I given you too much power?
Yeah! Riot Demon says I can see all the fibers.
Yeah. Now I'm going to hit this other herb.
Kat says, with the black desk behind you, you can really see the fibers standing out. Yeah, that's a good shot. Oh, look at the ear. He said, thanks for the fist bump.
It's a Beastman fist bump. Beastman is awesome.
believe Beastman is awesome. That is my opinion. Okay. So the second ear ready to go.
Hey, Angie Rogers.
Go Fuzzy or go home. That's what they
Angie
said, right?
Rogers has ordered her make your own Krampus.
She has. I will get the fun of making that here shortly.
She did. Hauntings by design. Never knew how that worked.
This is how it works. What's funny is there's like a radius that happens around the pin where it kind of changes the direction where the hairs go.
What is the stuff that you put in his ears for the texture?
In his ears,
This is just joined us.
I just so these ears are EVA foam, and I painted them. And now what I'm doing is I'm doing a process called flocking, and flocking is a process that lets me put little hairs all over it. He's getting his hairs did. So flocking, it's an electrostatic flocking gun that I'm using. And would you go to tripod cam for me? And it looks kind of like this. And then there's an on and off switch. You gotta be careful because it will shock the dickens out of you if you're not careful. And then that goes to a clip. And then you clip this into the thing, gives it a positive charge. The hairs get a negative charge coming out of the screen. So they stick on and stand straight up. That's the big part. They stand straight up.
Cobwebs, welcome. Dark Stitches, hello.
Hey, Dark Stitches. Dark Stitches, you have a YouTube channel, don't you? You can't post a link, but if you type out the name of it, and she does mostly haunted house costumes and haunted house sewing. So, very cool to check out her channel. And she's just a good person, which is nice. And often refreshing. Okay. I wanted to do something. I forgot what it was. Oh, air blower. I gotta blow off the extra fibers. Oh, thank you.
You guys can check out our friend's work.
A lot of fibers don't get glued down, and that's just part of it. So you blow those off. Blow them off like they were a fourth period class. Go somewhere fun. Now, and I'm going to flock more of this mask than I need to, because not all of this mask is going to be visible, really.
Hey, Jamie Paxton. Anthony Saletti.
Hello, Anthony Saletti. Now, Anthony Saletti, someone else is on every now and then with the last name Saletti. Are y'all related? Are y'all kin? Kin.
Oh, that's great news, Dark Stitches.
What's that?
Dark Stitches had a kitty that was injured. So let's talk about what's important. Cats.
Like we're going to.
So, I'm happy to hear that he's doing better. That's good news. John C. says, cobwebs, you need a Skaven on a stick this Halloween. Seth Ashley, I ordered a couple of shirts from y'all and they came in the other day. Been proudly wearing zombie snail.
Hooray! That's awesome.
Anthony Saletti says, my wife. And Barbara Saletti says, yep.
Oh, cool. Not only are y'all watching it together, but each other. That's nice. Okay. And I'm kind of doing like a sparse glue application because I want the hair to not be cray-cray all over the place.
77 people are on for a Sunday night. That's pretty good.
And the further away you get from the pin, the less it wants to, stick straight up. But you can also change the direction by how you shoot the fibers on. Now I'm gonna flip. Oh, it just shocked me good. Oh boy. Don't cuss on the YouTubes. Okay, we're good. Things are fine. Now probably table cam is best, honey.
Where do you get your flocking?
Here's what's funny. I ordered from the UK. I think it's called the Flock Shop, is where I get it from. Okay, yeah, see that's pretty sparse hair, but that is actually what I wanted. And then unplug, turn off, then pull it out of the face. Now I'm gonna bring the thing over here again, and I'll get a good shot of it. Because the tripod cam is going to go away in a while. I have an Ozbot coming. And I wanted the hair a little patchy. Remember, I painted it on in patches. And now I'm using the air to make the hair go the direction that I want. Boy, that just changes so much on these masks.
Will the flocking pieces fall off the mask when I'm wearing this indoors or outdoors?
No, because what I painted on there first is a glue. So now, I don't know if you've had any flocked toys like Panther or Mossman. If you rub on it hard enough, yeah, you can lose some flocking. But, would you go to a tripod cam, honey? If you rub on it, you can get it to come off. But, I mean, the same is true for any paint too,
I was thinking about what a cool photo op this would be.
It would be a cool photo op.
Seth Asher says, are you going to airbrush hair or leave him a gray color?
I'm going to do a little bit of airbrush on that, but I want his hair to be gray. That was my plan when I was working on him, was to have him be gray. Is the person who ordered this mask on? That was stated as if this was for them.
No. I don't think so.
I'm trying to get you guys a light set up over here, so.
Ron says the patchiness looks good.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
kind of
Adam Durbin.
what I was hoping for.
Question is the Anubis mask for sale?
No, actually. Now, I may do one down the road, but right now I do not have an Anubis that is for sale.
Hey, Josh Newman.
There we go. Now I've got a little light.
Lisa says nice and gnarly. I love the look.
There we go. Okay, so we have flocked the rat critter. We'll call it a Skaven. Yeah, there's a lot on this that I'm happy with, so I like his paint. What I have to do next is I have to make a inner hood for him, and that hood, let me pull up a picture of some Skaven.
Seth Ashes says he's kind of like the Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles.
He's a rat creature, yes.
John C. Flocking is one thing. Getting the fibers to go in natural patterns like an animal is great, Alan.
That's why you stick them on, then you blow it with the air compressor to get them to go, because there's something called a whirl, W-H-O-R-L, that happens in animal hair, and if you can get that, then you have really nailed it. I'm not amazing, but I get by. And I do things enough, as much as they need to be done. Right now you would see me playing on my phone if I was on camera.
This is when we need pet cam.
Okay, but can you go to tripod? If you look at this guy, that's a glare. See that like hood thing that he's wearing? That hood is sort of what I'm gonna make for him. So, there you go. You're gonna watch a dog fight while I go and get some fabric. See how Bella's fighting his eye? She's just mean.
She is biting.
Honey, you keep an eye on this because
I got
you gotta.
The dogs are doing something inappropriate. We don't want that on
you.
YouTube.
Hey! There we go. Alright, Demon says the flocking has hidden the seam where the ears meet really nicely. Yes, it has.
That's the hope.
I agree. I agree. 83 people are watching. They are wrestling, Kalisha. They've had a dinner and they had a nap and now they're on round 2. So the key is let them wear themselves out so they'll go to sleep. That's the hope anyway. We'll see. Dogs were with me outside. Bella's being a lazy fighter. I agree. They were with me spent the entire day raking billions of leaves and pulling big branches that have fallen down from the windstorm and starting to to break those up for firewood. And so today was a big day of clearing property and cleaning, and they were, as you can imagine, ever so helpful. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. They were ever so helpful in all of the yard work. And when I say yard work, we're talking acres of wooded country land, and a lot of it is just wild. So literally, it's there's a good amount of just big branches, trees, whole trees have fallen down. So just a day of that kind of work. They were super helpful. Josh, I see your question. He is upstairs in the loft getting something. Oh, he's getting a hood for the Skaven. So I have not missed your question. I will read it to him as soon as he gets back. Michelle Schulte is here. Hey, Michelle. I think Bella has pretty markings too. She's much more speckledy than when she was a puppy. She was just a little black and white. That's one of the things prohibiting you from moving to a ranch. It is, I know, but you know what? I love all these trees and I love the woods, so totally worth it. But we leave our back acres wild, which is where all those interesting sounds have been coming from. And so I know it's every year there is a whole lot of leaf raking, and then with this windstorm that we had, a lot of branches came down. So just part of it. That's when you put an audio book on and you just work. It's good work though. Feels good. I say that, I'm gonna fall over later. Okay, I have a question from Josh Newman. Touch and Foam is like great stuff because they have Dollar General. I was just wondering. Touch and Foam. Have you heard of that?
What's the question?
I have a question. Touch and Foam, is it like great stuff? Because they have it at the Dollar General. Touch and Foam.
I'd assume it's very similar, yes.
Okay.
I would assume it is similar.
Cobweb says it's junk. You can always rely on cobwebs.
I'm not a huge fan of great stuff, so just because it's junk doesn't mean it's not similar to great stuff.
It says even great stuff keeps expanding. Go with Loctite.
Loctite is the best. That I have recounted on many occasions.
Finn, our Bigfoot did not blow over. He is secure. We have a few Bigfoots.
And he's actually protected by trees.
Yes, we
Because
have.
he's kind of in the trees, so.
We have a few Bigfoot creatures on our property. So let me just count up here. Come on, out of there, out of there. You're pulling on the cords. There you go. Come on, baby. Cobweb says like great stuff. Window foam for guts because it doesn't expand much.
There you go. Hello, Bella. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cheney is, well, he has attention deficit disorder, but not the way that you think. He has attention deficit disorder. If he's not getting enough attention, he feels he is in a deficit, and you should correct that immediately, is what he feels.
Riot Demon, we do have the Bigfoot from Design Toscano, but we also have a 6-foot silhouette Bigfoot close to the door, and then way out in our trees we have a 13-foot Bigfoot out in the woods that is kind of like our sentinel here. So hey Michelle, hope you're feeling better.
Now, would you go to table can, honey? Now, I probably should measure this, but that didn't happen.
Hey, Dark Stitches, give her a scritch for me. Alicia says, I used great stuff to combine and beef up my tombstones, but that mess was everywhere. Don't use great stuff in the house. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that's a house product per se.
Riot Demon asks me, trying to creep out random passerbyers. Actually, they can't see it, and we don't have a lot of passerbyers where
No,
we live.
we do not live in a passerby area.
We are remote, so it's more like I'm gonna move the camera up a bit because no.
Just go to the other can.
Okay, did work. But we don't have a lot of passerbyers. It's actually in the back of the property, so it's just fun for us and any visitors we have. Have your new neighbors figured out what you do yet? No. No, they, I don't think you can really see what goes on. You'd have to really make an effort to come over this area and look. But, you know, hopefully they're, we're good neighbors. I understand that they have kids, so that when the kids find out, I'm sure they're gonna want to know. Hey, buddy. Got a little bit of a lag here.
You do?
Yeah. Just had a spin, it stopped. 80 people are watching.
So that right there is the part of the look of these guys. And I'm actually going to keep bigger holes. Kind of hate covering up that much of the mask.
Mm-hmm. Strange Slay Guitar Man says that looks awesome. Amazing.
Like a ninja rat. These are Skaven. This is a Skaven assassin design.
And this is a character from
Warhammer, Warhammer Fantasy.
Is he getting earrings?
The customer did not ask for earrings. I think earrings make sense, but it doesn't have to happen that way. I've got these guys as tails. Now these can tie around. Tighten that guy up.
Plastic Ninja says, Warhammer, blood for the blood cup.
And cash for the plastic makers. Yeah.
Tom says, love the hood, now it needs some really big stitches on the fabric so the hood looks cobbled together.
Well, you can't tell this hood is cobbled together. You weren't watching for the past 5 minutes.
Come here. You know, we need to hire somebody to come
You
on.
use the dogs.
Come
while
on
they
the
run.
live feed. Your job is to pet the dogs, pet the cats, keep Cheney from having a fit. Who wants that job? My hands are full.
Let's.
Skulls for the skull throne.
We're going to get this guy out of the way because he's going to get an outer hood as well. This is the inner cowl hood, and then the bigger hood will sit over top of this.
We have takers for that job.
Well, I'm live tomorrow night, so.
You know, it's funny, we weren't able to go live on Friday night because of the internet.
That's right.
And then you went live last night, live tonight, live tomorrow night.
Yes, I felt bad for that, so I made it up. I go live 2 nights this week. This weekend, I should say.
We don't have a shot monkey in tonight, Kat.
Yeah.
It's just the 2 of us. Lisa says, when the dogs get older, they would make great therapy dogs. I think that's probably true.
Depends on what you want therapy from, I guess.
Lanny said Beth said she wanted the job. Lanny, tell her she's hired. Seth says, my wife says she wants the job petting the dogs. You gotta put the dogs and the cats.
Yes, both, all of the animals.
That's when we tell people. Night, Michael Lassiter.
Good night, sir.
When people come here for labs or camps or things, we always we have to let them know now. I'm gonna go to table cam.
Yeah.
I have to let them know now that yes, there are dogs and cats that come into the shop. So if you are allergic to either, pop a Benadryl, stay awake, and come to class.
I think when Benadryl is sleeping, it doesn't get you as was working. But having to do stuff, I don't think it gets you as sleepy. So I use a soldering iron a lot on fabric, and I do that because most of what I work with is synthetics, unless it's a woven, in which case there are many other ways to distress a woven. But synthetics react differently to heat. And this style of soldering iron, the straight black one, sometimes in an off-brand dollar store, sometimes you can find these for $1. Harbor Freight has them for like $6. But they're wonderful because their Chinese manufacturing has 0 safety standards and they get really hot. I'm having a bad knee day today, so forgive my hobbling around.
What'd you do?
I think I sat down wrong because I'm old. That works. I want this to be pretty worn, and then once I get some holes and stuff in this, I'm going to do holes up here for the ears, and I'm going to spray paint the inside black and spray paint the outside with some mottled dark gray and whites, because that's what's going to show up on this fabric. While that's heating up, I will put in just some, I have a nice edge right here. I don't necessarily want to mess that up, so I'm going to do most of my work above it.
Dark Stitches says, don't feel bad, Alan, I hurt myself sleeping.
Yeah, yeah. You don't think it'd be like that, but it do.
Braun says, sounds like me, Alan. What did you do? I woke up injured. Baba Daza, hello. Is Alan wearing tiger pajamas?
I'm wearing my favorite camo pattern, tiger stripe camo. That's my favorite camo pattern, but they're sleep pants. It's not like I'm going to go to war in my sleep jammies. But they're comfy. They're nice.
We are both in work clothes today that we were all over the place today. Larry Hughes, I used glossifier on a mask I was adding hair to. Seems the silicone caulk is easy to peel off. It does not bond to the Plastic Dip.
Nothing is going to stick really to silicone. So, but are you saying that you wanted to seal the whole mask with Plastic Dip? Because everything underneath of the silicone is sealed by silicone. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. some sweet moth holes from this soldering iron. This is actually a pretty hardy fabric, and I don't mind soldering through the edge of this because it's going to like cauterize it a little bit and it won't run. Not that this material really runs.
Larry says I sealed the mask before I added the hair.
Oh yeah, okay, that'll be harder. Yes, you sealed it, so but you can probably just wipe off where you want the hair with a little bit of naphtha or odorless mineral spirits, and that should clean off the plasti dip, and then your silicone will stick. Yeah, so sealing is something that you do as a resist to keep things from sticking. You might see me, I'll seal my mouth and teeth, and then I'll do the wax because I want the wax to slide around more than it normally would.
Larry says thanks.
And when you're distressing something, you kind of want to think about what did this guy get into, you know, what's causing all of these problems. And I want, on this guy, I kind of just want a lot of fray from wear and age. You know how fabric kind of gets ratty, no pun intended, and you know, little holes get worn in it. One of my favorite looks is when like t-shirt jersey material gets worn and it gets all those little holes before it blows up and makes a big hole. But like that right there, that's a nice, maybe that was like some acid splashed on him or poison or something.
So a lot of people have enjoyed watching you distress costumes in the past.
Mm-hmm.
A costume distressing lab could be a really cool day class.
Well,
if we do one day in the future.
yeah, you know what? I think we could probably go through, do like pirates.
Yeah.
And do zombies. You know, I think we'd have time for 2.
Yeah, I think so too. And do
And I would have all the stuff for distressing, and they just bring costumey bits.
right. That would be a cool idea.
See, that looks like kind of 4 slashes as he was, and it's right on the back, so that he's trying to get away and someone was trying to grab for him. Tell a little story.
But see, what you're just saying right now, why I'm saying, hey there, horror beauty. What you're just talking about right now, telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times people are just distressing because, well, I should shred this, it should look this way. You're asking them to delve deeper and to tell a story with the costume and why it is distressed, where it is,
Yeah.
and the way it is. And that's where I think putting a lot more thought into the whole art of distressing. Lots of times it's distressing people just saying, I just need to make it look old and dirty. And they trash it, which there is a difference between a trashed piece of a costume and one that is purposely
There is.
distressed.
One of the things that makes
But that's
me
not what they do.
the saddest is when someone will ask about, hey, what are some distressing tips for this costume? And invariably, someone says, bury it in your yard for a year, drag it behind your car. And you just can't control what's going to happen that way. And it tells the story of whatever it was buried for a year or dragged behind a car. And that might not be the story that you really want to tell with whatever that character is.
Dark Stitches says, don't forget to mind the seams when you distress.
Yes,
Otherwise
that's why.
it falls apart
Yeah,
faster.
I'm staying away from. See, I've got a seam right here, and I'm not going over that seam. I'm not breaking through. The only spot where I broke through a seam is my edging, and I mentioned this that I used a soldering iron for that because that sealed it up, and it's not going to come undone because I glued it together with heat.
Guys, you get a chance to check out Dark Stitches. That is a professional costume.
Yeah, yeah, she does all of these.
Our dogs are nuts tonight.
Yes.
And then there's Jenkins just over there relaxing.
But I really want to like Swiss cheese this up, so I'm gonna hit this with a soldering iron pretty good. I want them to be able to wear a lighter costume underneath, and have a good bit of that show through. You can keep it from stabbing you in the hand. Do it. I just did that. Really fun. 2 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Kalisha, yes, they are. The dogs are. It's chilly tonight. Their tummies are full. They've had a nap. All of this bodes poorly for peace on earth. Hauntings by Design just subscribed to Dark Stitches. Good deal. Yeah, the dogs have had a nice nap and they are feeling no pain. So this means that we're just going to let them run like crazy, and hopefully by the time we are ready to go to bed, they will be out of gas.
Now, something that can happen is that a hood looks really cool when it's pulled all the way forward and your face is kind of sunken back there. But then what happens is you lose all your peripheral vision. So I normally put some holes in this area just to gain back a little bit of peripheral vision if my cloak is a little more forward.
Cat Swift says, if you do cut through seams and are a bit worried about its strength, hit it with a bit of your glue. That is basically what fray check trick is.
Yep.
Fray check. Larry says the volume seems low tonight. Everybody else good?
Well, I mean, I can just move the microphone closer.
And we're also trying not to blast the microphone because it is. Okay.
And I was, admittedly, my back was to the microphone. My fault. My bad, yo.
Better now, guys? Let me know, Larry.
Now, you'll have a little bit of, it's not going to hurt the look, but you'll have a little bit of visibility back as you, if you wear this. And one of the things that we can't forget is that there's somebody inside of here, you know. And I have expectations of this person. I want them to perform, and I want them to perform well.
Baba Daza says, I like the little holes. Looks like a few of my favorite old shirts.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of look I'm going for. And one thing, if you're going to be doing a lot of distressing, study, look at old stuff. Look at how those garments became distressed. What happens to them exactly? And I don't want to put, holes where, and like what I was saying about dragging behind a car or whatever. It's so easy to put so many holes in something that way that it shows like an actress's bra, and then the actor's going to wear a t-shirt under it. And you might as well have not distressed it because you're not going to be able to distress their t-shirt every night. So make sure that you don't make it too revealing. Make sure that it's going to stay at the point that you distress it and not just get worse as time goes by.
Horror Beauty wants to know what it is you're working on right now.
This is a cowl hood that is going to go over the rat Skaven mask that I did earlier today. And I'm just giving it some of these little periphery holes.
Okay, guys, we've moved the mic, so if you had the volume all the way up trying to hear us, you should turn your volume down now.
Did someone say it was too loud?
Oh yeah, lots of them do, but that's because they had their volume cranked all the way up trying to hear, and now you've moved the microphone. We
Right.
can speak regularly, they can bring their volume.
Someone asked us to move it closer because it was too quiet.
It's all good. Everybody's
Yes.
much better now.
Y'all have a knob. Use your knobs. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit of painting on this guy. Basically, when that hood is there, I don't want it to look like it's white inside. Although, there is a huge benefit to having it be white inside of the hood. It's almost like you're putting a spotlight on that actor's face, and you're noticing that. But visually, ideally, your costume should be dark on the extremities and then get lighter and lighter as it goes towards the collar and the neck. And then like a lighter hat or a nice light hat band or something. So you're using the color of the fabric to put a spotlight on the actor. But these do not have as much visual impact when they are not dark on the inside.
Mike Chisnowski says, I just go to my closet, everything is distressed.
There you go. I'm a fine distresser of things myself, sir. Yeah. When you're younger, you have good hair days. When you get older, you have bad knee days. It's just a bad knee day. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Bad for the old knee. These have been cold, so I'm going to give them an extra shake. I'm trying not to shake the table too much. There's a camera on it and a microphone now. This is the inside of the hood. There's no art to that. I just want it to be black and not white.
Good night, Adam.
Good night, Adam. Thanks for joining us. So I'm hoping...
Susan Attai wants to know if the air scrubber is on.
The air scrubber is not on, but I'm not using a lot. And in this case, I was shooting it directly into fabric, which is actually pretty absorbent. So it's not like it's making a cloud. When you're shooting out into the air, that's, much worse. And I want to address what guests see first. And this I'm not worried about because this lays down pretty well. But I want to hit this front area. Unless I'm testing a new color. When I test a new color, I want to do that on the back. Let's just see what that looks like. But I like this. Look at how ratty that looks now. Ratty. Get it, wife?
Mm-hmm.
Like rats?
Dim's
Because he's a rat.
Dim's jokes.
And watch table edges. I can't tell you how many good distressing jobs have been undone because that table edge is there. And then you'll see that line of that table in your distressing. Keep it off the edge.
Little pink cat print. Yes, Kalisha. That is Doyle last night.
He was helping.
He got in the paint. Cat says, one of my brothers made surfboards, lots of fiberglass and resin. Made his clothes very holy, many problems.
And I don't mind doing it while the fabric's wadded up. That's just going to give me some different values in different areas.
Did you tell them what you're spraying it with?
I open it up. This is Color Tool Gray Flannel by Design Master. Just lightens it a little. It's hard to distress black because it's black and you want to distress with black, but that's wrong.
Kat says about her brother who made surfboards and said it makes his clothes very holy. That was many problems because he refused to wear underwear. I attached bandanas to the inside of waistbands. Reminder, it was the 70s.
Well, there you go.
John C. Years ago, when shredded pole jeans were a thing, I had the best patterns for carrying old backhoe batteries all day at work.
Okay. What color is this, you ask? It's gold.
What color is this?
It's gold. Why gold? It'll show up on black. It'll look like dirt, kind of. But it will also catch your eye a little bit, which is never a bad thing. If you don't like it, you can always go over with black or another paint. Now it has some body. It gives you a whole other depth of distressing. With black, there's nothing to push it back. You can't add black and give yourself a depth. So you have to pull forward. But in white, gold, these colors are going to do that. I hit a little heavy right here. I fix. Okay. All right.
78 people are watching.
That feels pretty good to me. Do I need to go white? I don't think so. I want to make sure that this is a black garment that has been distressed, not a gray garment. You know, you can go too crazy. Okay. And now I will take this piece and we're going to put this over top of El Rato, and I got to cut holes for his ears. But I want those to be a little more precise.
Sage green makes it look a bit moldy.
Yes, if you can get it to show up on the black. And some other color first is good, for a base. I also like distressing with a little bit of orange on black. I just didn't do it this time. You hit this one for me so I can see where it's at.
Oh, no, you don't. so much for that. No. Well, I appreciate it. It's not for doggos, but thank you.
Boris was about to chew into a tube of paint. It's mostly empty. Probably delicious, but not good for doggos. So I think I'll put the hood on first.
That's nice. It's her second night in a row she's decided to hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa says, not my sweet Boris. Alan, do you have a knee bracing thing?
I do, but you know how that is. Do I have it on me? No.
We'll put it on you tomorrow.
Wife?
Yo,
I think it's story time for a moment.
shall I?
Give it a shot and let's see how it do.
It's story time!
To go back to there.
Did that
So
work?
it seemed like it worked.
It worked!
So wife has to tell a
Oh my
story.
gosh, you guys. It's got a little witch on it. You know I love that. I know, isn't it cute? This is, we're gonna do that again, let's see. For this.
It's story time!
Come on. So you can see right here, this little guy right here, it's called a stream deck. This is what I'm using so you can see. Tripod, y'all ignore my beat up hands. Tripod, cam, table cam, GoPro, which we're having some trouble on. Beast, bump, fist bump, story time, start soon. So literally, all of these awesome things that we're trying to do to get our feed to improve a bit. When you think about it, how we used to do this just on a phone. One of the things, thank you so much. He did a great job. He did a great job. Technology is not his thing.
Why
And
would you like a soda?
no, I'm good. Thank you. I've had one. So the fact that he's got this working today is so little a triumph. This has been a day of technology where he was working on all this all day. Little things. I know, but you did great. You did great, and it's got a lot of little moving parts to try and learn so that we can have a better program. And again, when we've talked about doing the remote classes, which a year ago I thought this was a big waste of time. We're never going to do remote classes, and a year later, here we are. It's not so much out of the realm of possibilities anymore. And we would need better cameras, better audio, in order to provide the same quality of class as close as you can get without actually being in the classroom with us. So we're trying to build a base here that's going to allow us to, serve you better in the future. And in the meantime, that means a lot of self-teaching. So you did a great job today. I know you're not thrilled with how it ate your time up.
And not everything even has worked.
I know. It does not everything has worked. The GoPro
Why
is still.
did GoPro freaking echoing? What does it even make any sense?
But you did a great job. So Catsmith says it does good but loud. The audio's loud because I'm speaking in a regular voice. I have a projecting voice. But
Yeah, it should be fairly consistent if you
Right.
just turn it down.
just turn your volume down because we.
You know what I can also do? Here's what we can do.
I'm going to adjust the volume on the microphone.
Okay. Test. Mary had a little lamb.
Okay, how's that, guys?
Now is the time for all good men to come.
I'm gonna
to the aid of
come.
their country.
I've turned it down a little bit, so even though I'm closer, it should not be as loud.
It is a lot of trial and error, Rob O'Brien, and again, thank you guys so much for your patience in this. We are learning too, and a lot of times the only way to test it, the only way to learn, is to do so in front of a live audience.
And everything made for streamers
they assume that you are sitting in one place with one camera on you, and they assume that you're bouncing back and forth in between your video game play and it's this. I'm not streaming the normal way. They really assume that you're sitting in one spot, and I need a microphone to cover me when I'm all over the shop.
Okay. So Hal is. Give me a test on. Alan has bumped the volume down a little bit, so now they say it's too low. I know.
Can you turn your volume back?
Shannon was fine to low. It's just the intro that was loud. My volume is good. It was the prompt. Oh, you mean the storytime prompt?
Oh, we can make that
I didn't know storytime had a.
It does. It has a magical sound, and it
Okay.
yells story time.
Okay, so
It's story time!
Okay.
All right.
So now we're on tripod cam.
It's story time!
And then, did you hit story time?
hitting story time.
It's story time!
And
Okay.
it should have been quieter now. I turned it down.
How's that sound on story time, guys? And how is my sound now? Good. Tut works. Hi, Tut works.
A knocks on a moon!
Say Tut works. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. Better. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa says good. It's all good now. Okay, better. That was good. Okay. Again, little learning. You're learning with us as we go. So thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but see how much little peripheral vision you're going to gain from those little holes? They also look cool. A lot of it, that's what it's about.
Thanks, guys. The line cook says, the first time it scared the crap out of me. Story time sound much better. That's better. My cat jumped off the corner of my desk. Scattered cards all over, disappeared. Much better, guys. Thank you. Story time is good. Thank you. Okay. That helps out. Does the beast bump or fist bump have a sound to it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's too loud or not. Are you on table cam? Fist bump only happens on table cam.
Let's try table cam. I'm gonna try fist bump. How's the sound here, guys? Here I go.
Let us know if that was too loud.
Okay. Let us know. Was that too loud? Hey, Ken Smallwood.
Hey, what's up,
buddy.
man?
Okay, said that was good. All right, good deal. Okay, let me check back. Baba Daza, that's Jenkins. She is named after Leroy Jenkins from Worlds of Warcraft. That is our little girl. Let's see. Rob says, I was in the other room when story time went off. I thought I was being magically summoned. Yes, Felicia, that's Jenkins the cat. We call her Jinx. Ken, good to hear from you. Hope you're doing good. Megan Camp just tuned in. This is looking incredible. Is this the rat-like monster?
Yes, this is the rat-like monster.
Great, sounds good. Fist bump is good. It's okay. I'm much better. Great. Thank you, everyone. Executioner Skaven. Plastic Ninja says stuff like this always takes trial and error and time. You're right, and we're learning as we go, and we are learning in front of an audience, which is.
Thing I don't embarrass easily.
Thankful that you guys are very patient with this. I'm gonna go to table cam for this and see how we're doing.
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
I don't know if that hole's in the right spot.
So I'm cutting it as a flap, and then if it's in the right spot, I'll cut it the rest of the way out.
Ken, it's good to hear from you. Ken Smallwood and Lanny were all in our last monster camp. Our monster camp in October, which was the last one we had, and that was Monster Camp 7. Things get better here in Texas and worldwide. I really hope that we can start back our camps at some point.
Your face starts back.
Kalisha said, Line Cook wants a zombie button. Kalisha says it's like having your tail light out. You wouldn't know because you're not back there. It's true.
Eventually, I will. We'll have a clown tax button.
Oh my God.
We'll have all the things that happen, you know, on the channel. We'll, all right, I think that's it, guys. I think this is Skaven.
Plastic Ninja says one thing to keep in mind is just keeping things at a consistent level for different inputs because it's impossible to tailor sound to work best for everyone's different speakers and headphones.
Yes. The problem is I can set it here, but then once it plays through OBS live, it does jump around a little bit.
But we're all learning. It's getting better and better. So thank you guys for your patience and your output. It helps. He looks great.
Yeah, I think he's fun.
He's a cutie. I love him.
What I have to do now is try him on.
Good night, Ken Zarish.
Good night, Ken.
Finn says, yes, clown tax button. Oh my goodness.
It's happening.
Okay, so I think that it would be proper to, if we have a clown tax button, that we give new people first a welcoming fist bump, and if they are asking about a clown tax, they don't know. They've never been on this channel before.
They gotta learn.
Hey, Jones. Hi, buddy.
Bones Jones in the
Jones.
house.
Seth Ashley says that looks wonderful. But how would you turn the mask into a clown rat? Okay, now you're right. Plastic Ninja knows better. Do they have a gif of kicking a troll out? I don't know. Bob Ellis says, yes, I understand it would be difficult. You know what? It's just learning how to do this. Yes, Susan Jones is here.
So what I would do is I would yeah, a troll slayer might not be a bad idea.
Hi, buddy. Jonesy. Which camera right now?
Oh, I don't even know. Oh, and I should have put the hood on first.
No. Okay.
This is good. They know how hoods work.
There you go. Good night, Career Pass. We will be live tomorrow, yes. There you go.
What's funny is when I'm straight, I'm off to the side on this camera.
Says it looks awesome. Could you scoot back just a little bit so I can see a little better? Right now it's just all I can see is the eyes. I love the mask. Will you make one with some hair? This one's flocked.
This has hair. Yeah.
Looks great. Looks great.
And little rat hairs.
Such a good rat. Oh man, that's awesome. Looks great. Looks awesome. Are you gonna? Do you need help putting on the hood?
I'm not going to because I gotta take this off and put that one on first. But yeah, I'm a rat. Where's my cheese, yo?
Hey, James Whittle. Says rat looks great. Y'all are making great progress on the feed tech. Thank you, sir. Yeah,
I
Ken.
had intro music today.
Did you?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
When we do starting soon, that has music with it.
Really?
It's the normal Stilt Beast music.
Ah! I'm gonna have to check that out. Cat says, except for, let's see, I'm sorry, they're ignoring the time. Baba says, yeah, I was noticing the hair looks amazing. So yeah, the short hair, the flocking, Ken, that before you stepped on, that was, hey buddy, here's my kitty. That was the hair, not fur, but he's flocked. And Chair says, I think this is one of my favorites. Rob says, I didn't even see the chunks in the ears happen. That's very cool. Looks like him getting a pizza and the turtles are coming. Looks like you have good field of vision.
I have a great field of vision. Yeah.
Larry, looks great, but I must say covering the flocking kind of stinks, but looks great. We need bigger rat traps.
It's still under there, so
But first, let me take a rat selfie.
let me take a rat selfie. Yeah.
I should wear that on the subway. Ken says, I agree, this is one of my favorites too. Hey, buddy, where you been? What you been into?
She's not talking to me. She's talking to a cat.
I am talking to
Want to go to table cam, love? And guys, that's it for today. Like, that's what I'm doing. That's my plan.
Horror Beauty says, when else are you going to do a rat selfie?
Yeah, this really is part of the costume, and then the inner hood is part of the mask. As long as you get all costumed up first, you should be fine.
It also gives the customer options.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that.
Do you sell the Monster University shirt yet?
We do, yeah. It's on Teespring. Yep, Teespring. I don't think we have Scott Colhart tonight.
Can you move the camera?
Just hit tripod cam.
Yeah. Hey, he looks good. It's on Ken. It's on. If you scroll down just a little bit on the regular page, or on this page too, we got the Teespring store here right on YouTube. That's where you get the Monster University shirts. Good night, Megan Camp. He looks good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, how I get the most scares now is when I am taking a picture of a mask, and it's on selfie mode. It's like, oh.
Is the Teespring store on the live channel or only on the original YouTube?
I don't have it. I can't link a channel until I have 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, Ken Smallwood. I hope you are listening. On the original YouTube channel, Stiltby Studios, not this live channel, but the original. If you go to that on the main page and scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the Teespring link that allows you to look at all the different Still Beast merch, and that is where you will find the t-shirt. So yes, it is available. Go to the original YouTube channel, and it's there. Oh, Scott Colhart. God love him. Love that guy. Thank you, Scott. What is that supposed to do?
That viewer button is supposed to tell us how many viewers we have, but who knows? Okay, so gang, it is time to say goodbye to friends and family. Wife, why don't you say goodnight?
We say goodnight.
Jonesy says goodnight.
Say goodnight, Jones.
He's about to really say goodnight.
Good night, guys.
Janie is already good nighting. And I will say goodnight. I haven't figured out the end of this thing yet, but I'm working on it. All right. Of course, it's just my eyes. I'm not in the lower thirds. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. You're awesome. We got to make a rat monster today. And, you know, I'll be live tomorrow night, this channel, 7 to 10. And until then, oh, where am I?